Hello there and welcome. Have you ever thought about goal setting? See, many people in the personal development world and of course, all these things that is realization, that is coming to know ourselves better, requires a certain amount of discipline and also a knowing of where we want to go and what we want to achieve. So many people like to write a list of goals, and they like to write a list of goals, and finding themselves, motivated, writing a goals for maybe a week time or a month time, a year time. But what I found out myself is that goal setting always beneficial? You know what I'm saying beneficial? I'm saying something like, is it always necessary? Why do I say that? Now, when you do something and you fully embody who you are in that moment, because in that moment of time you are fully present of what you're doing, there is no reason to plan things. But plan things is the mind analyzing and overthinking and projecting and expecting. I'll give you an example. If you're writing a book, you know that moment of inspirations, they may not come every day. So it's really hard to set a routine and say, look, I'm gonna finish that chapter in 3 days as a goal, or like I'm gonna finish the book in 6 months as a goal. Because the biggest author, for example, they know that they've experienced what the mind couldn't even believe it at some point. They've experienced some moments of so much clarity, so much alignment and focus, that all these downloads, all this universal wisdom was coming down through the vessel of theirs, and just the pen was going effortlessly down and writing, so producing maybe in one day enormous amount of work. And yet maybe for 2 months they had to stop because nothing else was popping by. So that's the question, that's the point I want to make. Is it really worth it or super important to write goals all the time? Or sometimes they can actually even make you more anxious, because you say, oh my god, I'm worried, I'm not gonna finish that, I'm not gonna accomplish that, what's gonna happen? Well, I believe the answer is in your mind. The secret is in your mind. When you're able to detach from the human doing and realize the essence and the richness of the present moment, which doesn't live in the future, in the worry, or doesn't live in the past, the fear or depression, but it only lives in the present moment, you know intuitively, because you are living your truth, that whatever you're doing is perfect as it is. Whether you write 3 lines, whether you write 10 pages, or you do nothing at all. Progressively, when we start mastering this, being before doing, and not getting sucked up with the mind, and everything doing and not even being conscious, eating and not even being conscious, riding a bike and not being conscious, doing yoga and not being conscious, driving and not being fully being conscious. I don't mean sleeping, I'm talking about putting your soul to sleep. and just be having the mind running over and over again will never be fulfilled. And even though we may achieve great success, we will never be really fulfilled, because we always live in the future, and there's anxiety to say, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do next? So finally, I think goal setting, visualization, I feel they're much more powerful, but we're going to talk into another video. But goal setting, sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming if you are too much in your mind. But when you balance and you set the intention out there in the universe, and visualize yourself where you want to be, I believe there's not even need to write down goals, because you know intuitively the guidance, the navigator, the guidance is there. And how do you keep that guidance? By focusing on your heart. If you're focusing here, you listen to your soul. Your soul speaks to you through feelings. So you let go of all the nonsense, all that crap, all the noise and all this chatter that's going through in the mind, and you just use the mind as your servant to manifest and create into this material reality what is that you are feeling. So you're bringing a feeling into an experience. I hope you guys enjoy, because whatever project you might be going on through, this is really important, because especially for startups, this can be really overwhelming. I say, oh, am I gonna do it? Yeah, I feel I haven't done anything today, and then when I do too much, it feels like I want to push things and still going nowhere. It's really important to be present. And if you're feeling that you're forcing things against their natural flow, the natural rhythm, something feels anxious, feel against the current, just press pause. Press pause, do something else. Sit, close your eyes, take a bath, go for a walk, take deep breath. And then let go of the things you were doing before. Don't say, oh, take the deep breath and then go back straight away. No, that's the mind living in the future. Let go, and then when it'll be the right time, it will come back to you. I hope you guys got something out of it. Please share it.